two cooks in the kitchen. This will be a Southern Indian lamb curry. Delicious dish, lots of big, bold flavors. We've got our spice mix. We've got 2 onions, some ginger, a head of garlic, and some kind of chili. And I'm using a very small red ricotta chili. I expect that that's still going to leave this pretty mild, but I want Kelly to be able to eat it, so that's what we're doing.
Because you're the best husband ever.
I would actually, you know, if it was just me, there'd be a lot more heat going in. It's called for 5 large tomatoes, roughly chopped. So that's what we've got. It looks like a lot of tomatoes, but we'll see what happens here. And did I mention our spice mix?
Yes.
So anyway, the lamb. We have this 5-pound leg of lamb from Costco. It's a great deal. And we need about 3 pounds of it, or a little less. So I'm just going to cut that off, and we're going to freeze the rest and use it for another dinner later. And I do expect this will make more than one dinner of our curry here. So the lamb we're just going to cut into chunks, and it kind of depends on what you like. I like to get a good sized bite. Hey, why don't you cut? I like to get a good sized bite, so I'm going to be cutting this into a fairly large chunk. I'd say about like that. And I'll just cut all this up, and all our ingredients will be ready, and we'll start cooking. All right, so we're going to start with our spice mix. Into our spice grinder, we will put 1.5 tablespoons of coriander seeds, that is, 1.5 tablespoons of fennel seeds, 1.5 tablespoons of cumin seed, and 1.5 tablespoons of cloves, you know, you could, I'm sure, use powdered spices for this, but I think you get a little more flavor if you start with the whole seed and grind it up. So that's what we're going for. And 1.5 tablespoons of turmeric. So we are going to grind that up, but before I do that, I am going to start my pan. I'm going to go on about a medium heat here with some coconut oil. A lot of coconut used in Southern Indian cooking because it grows there. So we will grind this up, and then we're going to add this to our pan. And in it goes. And we're going to let this cook for a while. You can tell it gets very, very fragrant. Makes the whole house smell like something delicious is about to happen.
Actually fills the neighborhood sometimes too.
Yep. And to this, we are going to add 2 bay leaves and 1 cinnamon stick. And if we had them, we would add like 10 curry leaves. We just don't happen to have any. Sometimes the co-op has them fresh, but they didn't have any today, and I really need to just order a whole bunch of them and keep them like we keep bay leaves, but I haven't done that, so we're doing without the curry leaves this time. And we've done that in the past. It works out just fine. So we're gonna let this cook. This is gonna be about 10 minutes or so to get these spices all aromatic. And then we'll come back and add our lamb. All right, so our spices are very aromatic. You see it starting to smoke a little bit here. We're gonna drop in our lamb, and get this browned in the spices. This beautiful thing. Oh yeah, that's gonna go well here. And while that's browning, we are going to take our onion and garlic and ginger and chili pepper,
Rainbow.
and we're going to put it in the food processor. And we're going to make a paste of this. It just goes right in the pan with everything else. A lot of curries start with cooking the onion. This is a little different. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And once our meat is brown, we'll add that to the pan, and then we're going to try and cook some of the moisture out of that. And you can see this is coming along nicely. Ooh, that smells so good. All right, we'll come back when the meat's browned a little and add our onions. All right, so the meat's got a nice little brownness going to it. Let's add our onion mixture here. And this is going to add quite a bit of moisture to this dish, and we're going to cook some of that out before we add the tomatoes, which will accomplish the same thing. This is going to cook for about 10 minutes before we add the tomatoes, which will be the last thing. So while this type of dish may sound like it's super adventurous, it's not that difficult, and everybody loves it. It's just really good. The only thing to watch out for is the amount of heat you put into it, because that's what makes it so not everybody loves it. But,
choose your audience, I guess.
Yeah. But this is, and you can always add heat later. You could dice up some chilies and just add them to your own bowl. This is kind of what I do. I have a hot sauce that I make, and I'll be putting liberal amounts of it on here. All right, we'll let this go for about 10 minutes. We'll come back and add the tomatoes. All right, so, you know, the thing about these rainbows, we have crystals in our living room, and they're there all year long, but from about October to March, the sun shines through there pretty good, and we really do get a lot of lovely rainbows. We're gonna add our tomatoes, and that's the last ingredient that's going in here until we're ready to serve, when we'll add some yogurt. But what we're expecting here is that the tomatoes are going to cook down and become somewhat of a sauce for this dish. It's really smelling good, and it looks great. Look at that. Something you'd be happy to serve to your family.
How long are you going to cook that?
This is probably going to cook for about an hour. I think I'll leave the lid slightly askew. We'll come back and see what it's like in about an hour, and see if we want to cook it more. All right, so to go with our lamb stew, we are going to serve a raita. There are many, many ways to make raita. I chose one where we have all the ingredients. We just bought a cucumber today, and so we will be making a cucumber raita. One of the purposes of raita is to kind of calm down your mouth a little bit after eating all the spicy food. Another purpose is to help with your digestion. So this is 1 teaspoon of cumin seed, It was put into a dry pan, and we're just toasting it. And you want to toast it until you can smell the fragrance, and it really is a very pronounced smell. And we're there. So, as they say, you can't miss it. So I'm going to put about half of these in my grinder, and I'm going to save the other half for garnish. So with these ground up. Okay, and I have here about a cup probably of cubed cucumber. We're going to put that in. And 1 little carton of yogurt.
Let's make sure it's plain and not vanilla.
Yes, definitely plain yogurt. Mix that together, add a little salt and pepper and our cumin, and that's the entire thing. And then we'll chill this until it's time to serve it, because you really do want this served cold. So let's get a sprinkle of salt in here. And some pepper. Cumin. And there you have it. And then we'll add on our cumin garnish. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? There you have it. Raita. All right, so here's our stew, or Southern Indian lamb curry, served up on coconut saffron rice.
Easy for you to say.
Coconut saffron rice with our raita. And let's see what a bite tastes like.
You forgot your hot sauce.
I'm going to add that later, because this is really nice. It's got the warm, all those spices over the time that it cooked. And I did cook this for about 2 hours. They just melded together in there, and it's warm and comforting. And this is a very, very good dish. I didn't even taste the raita, but
it's crunchy.
yeah, that'll calm it down if you need that. I'm gonna have to add some hot sauce to it, but Kelly is gonna tell me that this is hot. So your mileage may vary. Anyway, thanks for watching Two Cooks in the Kitchen. We'll see you next time.